A powerful and urgent message has emerged from Medjugorje, sparking deep reflection and concern worldwide. As we approach the end of 2024, the Virgin Mary's latest revelation has stirred hearts and minds, urging us all to take a hard look at the transformation happening around us. Her words are not just a warning, but a divine call for each of us to prepare, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, for the profound changes that are coming. This message offers a wake-up call for humanity, compelling us to reassess our paths and embrace spiritual renewal. Mary has long been a source of guidance and hope, with her messages to the world since 1981 offering calls for peace, love, and transformation. Yet, her most recent message resonates with a new urgency. As the world faces rising social unrest, natural disasters, and increasing personal struggles, her voice echoes through these turbulent times, calling us to act rather than to stand idly by. This is not a message of fear, but of empowerment, an invitation to strengthen our faith and spiritual resilience as we face the coming trials. The end of 2024, according to Mary's vision, marks a pivotal turning point in human history. It is a time of purification, a moment when we must come to terms with the spiritual and moral crossroads that lie before us. No longer can we rely on faith alone. Our spiritual lives must become more intentional, more actively lived out. It is a time to introspect, to re-examine our values, and to make a conscious decision to renew our commitment to God. The message is clear. To endure the coming challenges, we must not be passive recipients of divine grace, but active participants in cultivating it within ourselves. This period of transformation will require us to make choices that deepen our relationship with God and reflect His love and purpose in the world. It is an invitation to fortify our inner resolve, to open our hearts more fully to the divine, and to seek peace amidst the chaos. Medjugorje has long been a spiritual beacon, a place where the Virgin Mary's messages have illuminated the path for millions of faithful. But now, more than ever, these messages carry the weight of urgency. As we face increasing global crises, from natural disasters to political tensions and societal fragmentation, Mary's words challenge us to rise above the turmoil and seek spiritual strength. The signs of this transformation are all around us, and they are not to be ignored. Mary's revelation at the close of 2024 is not just a warning, but a clarion call to action. It is a call for each of us to strengthen our faith, to engage in prayer, reflection, and penance with greater fervor. Our communities will be tested, and our individual commitment to God and one another will be brought into sharp focus. The time has come to act, to renew our spiritual lives, and to prepare for the coming purification with hope, courage, and unwavering faith. This is not a time for complacency. The coming days require us to be proactive, to seek out ways to build spiritual fortitude, and to stand firm in the faith as the world around us shifts. As the Virgin Mary has always reminded us, prayer is our greatest defense, and love is our most powerful weapon. The purification that approaches will challenge us, but it also offers the opportunity for renewal, for deeper communion with God, and for the transformation of the world. Now is the time to heed her call, to prepare ourselves and our homes, to commit to spiritual practices, and to embrace the changes that lie ahead with faith, hope, and love. The world is changing, but through Mary's intercession and the strength we find in God, we can face the future with courage and peace. Let us join in prayer, asking for guidance, protection, and strength as we navigate this pivotal moment in history. May the peace of Christ fill our hearts, and may the Virgin Mary's mantle of protection shield us as we prepare for what is to come. As we approach the transformative period that many believe will mark the end of 2024, it is essential to reflect on how we are preparing spiritually for the challenges ahead. The Virgin Mary's message reminds us that daily spirituality is a vital aspect of our readiness. Among the most powerful tools for spiritual fortification, she emphasizes prayer, especially the Rosary. This prayer, simple yet profound, serves as a shield of divine protection, offering not only serenity, but also deep wisdom that can guide us through the trials we may face. The Rosary is not just a repetition of words, but a powerful weapon against the forces of darkness, a source of light and spiritual clarity that can help us navigate the uncertainty ahead. Alongside the power of prayer, Mary also stresses the importance of family unity during these times of trial. Families are the bedrock of our spiritual resilience. In moments of adversity, it is within our family bonds that we often find comfort and strength. By nurturing these ties, we create a sanctuary of love and support that can help us withstand the hardships that lie ahead. But Mary's message extends beyond the immediate family. She invites us to build a spiritual family, a global community bound together through prayer and shared faith. This spiritual network transcends geographic and cultural boundaries, offering a source of collective strength and connection, especially for those who may find themselves alone or isolated during challenging times. The message from Medjugorje warns that the last months of 2024 will be a critical period, one where humanity faces a decisive moment. It is a time when each of us must choose between the path of faith and the pull of fear, between light and darkness. This revelation calls us to rise above our doubts, to strengthen our spirituality, and to deepen our relationships with those around us. It is an invitation to live intentionally, to make choices that reflect the love, light, and peace of Christ, even as the world around us seems to crumble. In these times, Mary assures us that those who choose to walk the path of light will not be alone. Even when circumstances seem dire and the road ahead uncertain, our faith and compassion will serve as a guiding light. The decisions we make today to strengthen our spirituality, through daily prayer, acts of kindness, and unity with others, will prepare us for the storms ahead. We must not be passive in this process. Faith is not merely a belief, it is an active force that shapes our thoughts, words, and actions. Each day presents a new opportunity to choose love, to choose light, and to choose peace. The path of light that Mary calls us to follow is one rooted in spiritual awareness, humility, and charity. In contrast, the path of darkness leads to greed, fear, and selfishness, a path that ultimately isolates us from God and from each other. In a world that often prioritizes material success and fleeting pleasures, it can be easy to fall prey to the allure of these worldly pursuits. But Mary reminds us that true peace comes from focusing on spiritual principles, love, kindness, and humility, principles that transcend temporary gains and offer enduring tranquility. As we approach the final months of 2024, Mary's message serves as a beacon of hope for those who choose to walk the path of light. These next months need not be a time of despair, but rather a time of spiritual preparation and renewal. For those who commit to growing in faith, nurturing their relationship with God, and fortifying their bonds with one another, Mary assures us that we will find the strength to navigate whatever lies ahead. To prepare spiritually for the challenges of the coming days, Mary encourages us to establish two fundamental rituals that will act as spiritual anchors: family unity and daily prayer. Through prayer, we open our hearts to God and invite His peace into our lives. The Rosary, in particular, is a powerful means of connecting with the divine, deepening our relationship with God, and receiving His guidance. Each prayer in the Rosary envelopes us in a sense of divine protection and clarity, fortifying our hearts against fear and uncertainty. But Mary's message also emphasizes the critical importance of family. A united family is a spiritual fortress, a place where love and empathy can flourish. By praying together, families create a sacred space that strengthens their spiritual foundation and offers protection in times of distress. These moments of prayer and communion also provide an opportunity to build understanding and compassion, helping family members grow closer to one another and to God. As we approach the final months of 2024, let us heed the Virgin Mary's call to deepen our spirituality, strengthen our family bonds, and actively prepare for the challenges ahead. In the face of uncertainty, we have the power to remain steadfast in faith, to choose light over darkness, and to rely on the grace of God to guide us through every storm. May our homes be filled with peace, and may our hearts remain anchored in His love as we move forward with courage, hope, and faith. In today's world, it can often feel as though we are disconnected from the people who matter most, our families, our communities, and sometimes even ourselves. Yet, the Virgin Mary reminds us that despite the distances that separate us physically, we are never truly alone. Prayer, she tells us, is the powerful bond that connects all those who seek spiritual guidance. No matter where we are in the world, no matter the circumstances that surround us, prayer unites us. It is the bridge that links our hearts and strengthens our resilience. The global community of prayer provides a collective power of healing and support, offering a refuge of peace in times of struggle. Mary's message goes beyond simply offering comfort. It is a call for profound transformation. The challenges ahead are not merely tests of endurance, but invitations for us to purify our lives and align ourselves with the spiritual principles that truly matter. This purification is not just about external changes, it is about an inner renewal. It's about shedding the distractions and burdens that keep us from living lives of purpose, compassion, and integrity. In this transformation, Mary calls us to let go of bitterness, material attachments, and past grievances that can weigh us down. Only by releasing these things can we make room for what truly nurtures our souls: forgiveness, understanding, and a deep, abiding peace. This process of conversion is more than just a shift in behavior. It is a profound change of heart and mind. It's about letting go of the things that no longer serve us, so that we can cultivate a life rooted in love, healing, and spiritual growth. Mary reminds us that the path to spiritual renewal is not always easy. It requires courage, humility, and a willingness to face the pain of the past. But by walking this path, we not only heal ourselves, we lay the groundwork for a future filled with hope, resilience, and unity. In this time of uncertainty and change, Mary promises that those who embrace spiritual growth will discover an inner peace that can withstand any external turmoil. Her message is clear: each of us will face challenges, but by remaining committed to our faith, we will find the strength to endure. Faith, Mary reminds us, is not a fleeting emotion. It is a lifelong journey that requires constant vigilance, compassion, and action. Every day is an opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to kindness, understanding, and empathy. As we approach the end of 2024, a pivotal moment in our history, Mary calls us to remain vigilant. This is the time to cultivate attitudes and actions that reflect a deep commitment to spiritual development. The choices we make now will shape the future, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. By choosing light over darkness, we create ripples of positivity and hope that will extend far beyond our immediate surroundings. The message of the Virgin Mary is both a warning and a call to action. It is a reminder that our spiritual choices, our devotion, and our resilience will determine how we navigate the challenges ahead. This time is not just about surviving. It is about rising above, strengthening our inner resolve, and preparing for a future rooted in faith and love. Medjugorje's revelations are not simply forewarnings, but an invitation to rise to the occasion, to embody the strength and courage necessary to face what is to come. Mary's words are a source of both comfort and guidance. They reassure us that with faith, prayer, and unity, we can overcome any obstacle. Now is the time to make the choice to live a purposeful, spiritually resilient life. Let us embrace the path of spiritual renewal and preparation, knowing that if we do so with hearts full of faith, we will navigate even the most difficult situations with clarity and peace. Thank you for being part of this journey. Your presence and participation in this exploration of faith and transformation are powerful and meaningful. May the shared experiences of our human journey inspire and uplift you, and may you continue to find strength in the light of the Virgin Mary as we face the challenges of tomorrow together.